What's going on, traders? Fella doing a late night video tonight. I wanted to talk about the trades I took today, you guys, and why we always lock in profits, you guys. I'm gonna show you guys today what happened. I made about $580. It's like a small green day. My first trade I took for the day was 9. I like the technical charts, and it was like an energy chart. So let me show you really fast. Show trades. Okay, let's get that out the way. Let's make this bigger. Alright, we're going to start off with the daily. I'll show you guys the pattern on this thing, you guys. This thing was on an uptrend. It broke the 200 MA, and this was my technical pattern, and it broke yesterday's highs and started to make new highs. But we did have a little resistance right here, you guys. So let me show you how we traded it this morning, you guys. And you see I was getting in. Let's try 5 minute. Yeah. You see I was getting in as soon as it broke VWAP. And then I exited my position, 5,500 shares at 143, and then the rest at 142. The reason why I got out is because I seen a bunch of sellers on the tape, and thank God because I was right. And then from there it went down all the way, back down again. And you can see in the late afternoon it went back up again, but I was already done trading it. But look what happened today after the market. As soon as it went to weave up and went down again. I'm not sure if Trump announced a ceasefire, and this is an energy stock. Oil went back down, so a bunch of stocks like that were in the energy sector, like slammed back down. And even after market, I don't know when he announced it here or there, but I know he announced it earlier. And then look what happened earlier. It broke $1 and it went to 87 cents. That's why after I traded it, I'm like, my next alert is going to be where? Look at you guys. At the 50 MA. I wasn't even going to risk $1 because I'm like, usually if they don't come down from like $1.50 real hard, when if it's like just a 106 and it's going to $1, I'm not going to, probably not going to bounce. It has to come down really hard to do that. So thank God this is where we locked in profits, you guys. And this happened a couple times today. This is not a couple times this week too. So got in at the break of VWAP, averaging in 400, 800, 1100, 200. Average was about 135, and then sold 5,500 shares, 143.8, and then sold 4,200 shares at 142. Quick trade. This is like you could see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10-minute trade. Locked in about. I could have held on a little bit, but that's not how I trade, you guys. This would have been a better trade right here on the 1, 2 triphilia crack VWAP. And a lot of people got in this one today. I hope they sold because this thing went right back down. And then the next one I traded was CYBL. You guys remember that from the other day? And the same exact thing happened with that because this is a defense stock too. And let me show you guys today. I didn't get that much. The plan, I followed my plan exactly. The plan said buy into new highs and sell at resistance. If it makes new highs, as soon as it made a new bubble, get this bigger. This is from yesterday. Like today's trade is right here. Today's trade is right here. So you guys see, I started my position right here. As soon as it broke resistance, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Then I sold the majority of my shares. It wasn't that many shares, only 17,000 shares this time at 15.05. And you guys see the high was 15.555. So I didn't like the wick on this. I'm like, I'm cashing out. I only missed the top by like 0.55. And as soon as that happened, look what happened. Boom. Boom, boom, and I'm going to show you guys, this thing went all the way back down, all the way to under a penny again, you guys. And I did have an alert at a penny, but I didn't like the level 2. When I seen it at a penny right here, and I was like, okay, the alert went off. I looked at the level 2, there was only 10,000 shares on the buy side. There was like 200, 300, 400, like so many sellers. I'm like, I don't know if something happened or if this thing's just selling off. This is an OTC stock, so if it's gonna sell off, it's gonna sell off. So if you look at the daily, it's like 1, 2, 3, and then it's like an indecision candle. And we either gonna my next alert you guys see is all the way at the 50 MA. So if it tests the 50 MA in the next couple days, depending on how the tape looks and how it reacts, I might get it back into it. Just depending. Right now they announced a ceasefire, so I don't know about defense stocks. Anything could happen. Like I don't know if it's true, but anything could happen. And this one we took home not that much. This one was a quick trade, 151.95 plus fees because OTC stocks have fees, so I probably paid like $50 in fees on this one. So this is like $100 just because I get in like a bunch at a time. So this one, let's just say it's $100 winner. I wanted to get out just to play it safe because I did see the candle on it, and then the candle was really ugly, and you guys see I almost got out, like almost at the top, you guys. You're not going to ever catch the exact bottom, exact top, but you can catch like the meat of the move, right? And this candle, like getting out here is better than like waiting for here and then and maybe not getting out, and then boom, this happens to you. So I like to sell it to strength, and then sell it to strength, and sell it to strength. So it was a couple sales on my exit. You can see there's a couple sales behind there, but it was all average at 17,000, or it's 172,000 shares at 0.1505 was the average, and was the sale average, and the buy average was like around 11, 10, 10.5, 11, something like that. So just a tiny position because I wasn't sure about it today. It would have been the third day in a row, and then when I was looking at the daily, I'm like, this thing's giving us an ugly candle, so I'm gonna get the hell out. And I knew 15 was gonna be a big resistance because the other day they tried to crack 15. They had millions and millions, like billions of shares for. I don't know about billions, but a lot of shares like on the level 2 for sale. So and there wasn't that much buyers like at 15. I guess a lot of people wanted to see if it was gonna crack 15, so we took 151.95 on that. And the final trade I took was a stupid trade, but I did save myself. I'm gonna show you guys. This thing's you can barely see. Let me just take this off and then I'll explain it. That's how I trade. Like I get in a little at a time and I get out like a lot at a time. The first trade I did, you guys, I fucked up. But thank God, like I have a little experience where I kind of could save myself. Let's get rid of this. So I was dip buying right here. This thing panicked on me. And dip buying right here, and then it panicked, so I cut the loss right here, and I was like down like $683, right? But then when I seen this and I seen this, this is one of my patterns. My 1 try, my 2 try failure. The reason why I did buy this was the real fast, the daily and the hourly. Was it the hourly? And I'm kind of bearish on UNH. I just like the pattern. It was like whatever it was chart I was looking on. It was like the daily, the 30-minute, all that. It was breaking my downwards trend. Like if I put you a downwards trend line, it was like a trend break. One of my little strategies. It failed the first time. The second time I made the money back on it. So the second trade I took on this was right here. My 1 try, 2 try failure, and I got all the way back up here again. Let me see if I apply the trades. If it's gonna show like crazy. Oh yeah, it was this side. Yeah, you guys see how I was buying, like did buy, then I cut the loss, and then I started buying all the way up, and I was selling right here, all the way right here at the tops. So all those trades, I was down like almost 700, then I made like 700 on the second trade. So thank God I just wanted to save myself and at least break even. So this is a $3 profit trade. I didn't even want the $3. I just wanted to be something in the green, like. So I just wanted to like get myself out the green on the red on that one because I knew I kind of didn't have patience. I was like, I should have waited for my pattern. That's why you guys want to have patience and wait for your patterns. But that was a crazy trade. Thank God, like I dug myself out the hole on that one. Even at the end, this would have been a better trade off the trend line. So pay attention, you guys, and have patience. Don't be like me and just try to dip by this right here, and then you get dumped on. It's better waiting for the one try and then the two try, and then right off of support. Previous resistance becomes new support. This would have been a better trade right here. We could have made some money instead of breaking even. So learn from my mistakes, you guys. Smash that like. Subscribe to my channel. Any questions, leave in the comments. Anybody has any questions, leave in the comments. And you already know, plan the trade, trade the plan. Peace out.